got Dana Ball, owner of Baughaus Design Studios, with us, and she's going to give us a showcase of her porcelain designs that replicate Jamaican products, from patty ornaments to patty bag vases, the ackee, and breadfruit. We got it all here on set. Morning, Dana.
Good morning.
Welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Thank you for having me.
I want to get a little background first, because I hear you did interior decorating prior to venturing into this business. So tell me how you got started, and did the interior decorating inspire the idea that, you know, in people's houses, they need to have some of these things?
You're definitely right. My love for product design actually started from I was young. I've always been fascinated with the details. And when I studied interior design, I went to Parsons in New York. I did a mold making for pottery class. And so what I do is called production pottery, where I make mold, I create a design, and I make a mold from that design so I can replicate it. And I've always been passionate about making our culture tangible, creating products that could become global ambassadors then.
I'm with you.
Yeah, across the world. And so that's where I was. So there is an interior design background, but then there is a love for creating and making that accessible to many people.
So walk me through the process. How do you decide, you know, this is something Jamaican that I want to make into a work of art? How do you make that decision?
Honestly, it's just a feeling. You know, you get excited about something and you're like, you know that people would love this. And, you know, like, it's just something about our culture that you can't deny that there's an infectious part. And then there's this warm, fuzzy feeling as well. So when I get a particular feeling and I feel strongly about it, I go with that design. And then, of course, there's some business and marketing behind it. So for instance, my patty bag vase, I did a patty collection, and I was like, I can't make a patty collection and don't do a brown patty bag, because a patty bag is like, you can't eat a patty without it being a brown paper. Exactly. So I was like, I had to do that.
Yes. Who puts a patty in a plate? It's not the same unless you have it.
Unless it's my patty plate.
but we see the patty bag right here, and it's beautiful. And what I like about it too, is, I'm gonna get to that a little bit later on, but I had to say it before I forgot it, is that it captures, it's like the life of the bag.
Yes.
Yeah, it's porcelain, but you see just the waves in the bag when you, there it is, there's a patty bag, and there's the patty spilling over the bag. It's nice.
Yes.
It's nice.
Thank you.
So how long does it take? And I know it will vary depending on style and design, but on average, how long does it take to move from concept to what we're seeing now?
It depends on what it is. So like the patty bag vase took me like almost a year, because I never, to work with taking something from paper to an actual hard physical piece, it took a while.
Lots of trial and error.
It was not so much trial and error, but figuring out. A lot of it is mental work, where you actually, after you've been doing this since 2012, so I kind of know my material now, but a lot of it has to do with the complexity of the piece. I would say something as simple as the patty ornament, that was very quick for me to do. I did that in a couple days. But in terms of from concept to an actual piece, or from making it raw, like using the raw clay, it can take anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks.
All right. Is that part of the challenges? When you think about some of the challenges that you face working with porcelain, is that part of it, the time frame that it will take?
The time frame, and porcelain is notoriously delicate. It's very delicate and hard to work with. So like with other clays are a little bit more rough, easier to work with, but porcelain tends to act like glass when it's in the kiln, so it becomes molten, and it can warp or it can crack. And a lot of people don't realize that you can't just put it in and take it out and you're done.
And it's done.
There is a chemical process, so you have to really know and understand your material. I just love the feel of the material, so I decided to stick with it.
I love the feel of the finish.
Yeah, it does. It feels really nice in your hand, and it looks good, and it feels a little bit more luxurious.
one of the things, as I said, was the patty coming off, the patty bag, you know? So how do you ensure that something that says, oh no, yeah, that's Jamaican? Because it could be a bag and a bag and a bag, but a patty bag needs the patty coming over the side of the bag.
You need the little grease mark on the patty bag.
Yes. So how do you ensure that, you know, that those nuances about your work says, yeah, man, this is Jamaican?
Yeah, well, it's I mean, you know, Jamaicans, we just know, we just have it. So there are little things that when you pay attention to detail, you will tend to add your little artistic flair to it. Or the thing, because when you make a piece, you're literally putting your essence and your energy into it.
Absolutely.
So a lot of times, exactly, a lot of times when I make things, I'm like, this is like really my good energy and my good vibe going into it. And, you know, in some traditions, like in China, when they make a teapot, they write a good intention in it. So a lot of times the things we bring into our home, it's a part of the artist that you're bringing into your space. So a lot of times that little energy that I put in there, it's my essence and who I am as a Jamaican, authentically communicating what it means to be a Jamaican.
I absolutely believe that whatever you take in art, or it takes a bit, and the essence of the creator with it.
Yes.
So I'm always very careful of what I put in my home.
Yes, you're right.
I am. So how has Baughaus Design Studio been received locally? Important, because you know Jamaican people and them say, let me say, Jamaican things, how it look, and then internationally.
I have been very blessed. I've gotten really good reactions and I've been received well locally. Of course, dance a yard before you dance abroad. And that has been my philosophy. I've been doing it a while. It was very important for me to make sure that I made something that Jamaicans could be proud of. And then, of course, once Jamaicans start talking about you, the word is going to spread. And internationally, Martha Stewart has featured us, Elle Decor magazine, Cosmopolitan. Wow. We've gotten some really good features internationally.
Dana, I gotta tell you, like, when was this? 2014? Maybe. I had a discussion with some craft people in Jamaica, and I said to them, until we start making things that can be featured in the Pier 1s and the Michaels and all the stores, that people can come in and say, oh, I want to take this home, then we're not really breaking into the market. And I feel like you have, and you will do even more.
I hope so. The idea is to be a global brand.
Absolutely.
And for everyone to appreciate our culture. It's not too Jamaican that you can't appreciate it, but it has a cultural significance that anybody that travels or anybody that wants to spend time with loved ones, my pieces are central to gathering.
I love it. I love it. They're beautiful. This is just everything, the breadfruit.
Thank you.
Okay, nice.
And the texture, right?
Yes, that's why I said it's the breadfruit. Feel it. It feel like a breadfruit for true.
And look at this.
Yeah.
I made these as well.
Yeah. So for persons who want to find out more about you or to get some of your work in their home, how do they do that?
Well, they can contact me on Instagram at Baughaus. And I have a website, www.baughausdesign.com.
All right, and that Baughaus is Baughaus.
Yes.
Make sure you check her out. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
For speaking with us this morning and for preserving our heritage through art. Dana Ball, owner of Baughaus Design Studio. Girl Talk is up next. We could have a little breadfruit salad in the breadfruit bowl. Sure, you know, I do not.